Welcome to a cutting edge short.
Today we're going to do something really spicy. Homemade hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
She's quite enthusiastic. This is tear gas.
Yeah, because we're going to use our own habaneros.
Let's go harvest. Look at these. These babies, they're ripe. Let's get them plucked. That's just beautiful. Look the yield we got from our little habanero plant. About 25 nice habaneros. These ones, this particular strand is actually around 250,000 on the Scoville scale. Just as a comparison, a jalapeno is between 4,000 to 8,000, a cayenne pepper 40,000 to 50,000. So these they're pretty hot, so you want to be careful not getting too much of the oil on your fingers. All we're going to do here is we're going to remove the stems and then we're going to chop them coarsely, just like this, in a couple of pieces, because we want to fry them afterwards, so we don't want them to be too small. And I'm not taking out the seeds either, because I want to leave them in. They are extra spicy, plus they give, let's say, some bitterness that I like in the taste of the hot sauce. So, there you go. And as you can see here, some of them, they're a little bit too ripe, but that's perfectly okay for hot sauce because they can take, let's say, the vinegar will make sure that they don't go off. Next step, I have a small pot here running on low heat. I'm going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's not really accurate, but just a squeeze like that. And then I'm going to add our coarsely chopped habaneros. Give them a good stir. Like this. And then we're going to close this up and let them simmer for 7 to 8 minutes. After that, it's time to open up. Pardon me if there will be some coughing here because the fumes, they are quite potent. We have here 1 coarsely chopped clove of garlic, which matches about 100 grams of habaneros. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Teaspoons. And stir that in.
You're killing me here, honey.
Well,
It's very strong.
very strong. Like that. Then we cover this and we let it simmer and get fragrant for 2 minutes. Last, for our hot sauce,
Hot sauce.
I'm going to add half a teaspoon of sea salt and 150 milliliter of apple cider vinegar.
Cover quickly.
And just give it a stir.
Oh my.
And now we're going to let this simmer for 10 minutes and then we see. When it's done, you switch it off and you don't open until it's cooled down because this is tear gas.
So what you can make a pepper spray with that concoction there?
Not really, because pepper spray is actually 5 times as high on the Scoville scale as habaneros, like 1.25 million, but it's still pretty potent. Now it's safe to open. It's still warm, but all the steam inside has condensed, so we don't get this in our nose. Now we're going to transfer this to our blender and make sure to get all of it in there. Like that. Now it actually smells really, really good.
It's not that safe either.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, my throat is scratchy right now.
And then we're gonna blend this until we have a smooth paste. Our sauce is ready. After we blended it, we let it stand for a couple of minutes, not to open it straight away because that will give a lot of fumes also. I have here 2 sanitized glass jars. They have been sanitized with boiling water from before. Now we're gonna transfer a nice beautiful paste. Look how beautiful that is. If you want to adjust the consistency, you can add a little bit extra vinegar, tablespoon by tablespoon. I like it thick like this, but you can make it more liquidish. That's all up to you. Let that drip through. Something like that. Over here. That looks good to me. Nice. Now, let's try and give this a taste. You want to give it a taste?
Be my guest, I'll pass.
I'll be careful. I'll taste it with the back end of a teaspoon here because this is spicy. Wow, that's really hot. Very fruity. In my scale from 0 to 10, where 10 is super spicy for me, this is probably a 7, 8. For you, it might be an 11.
I bet.
But anyway, once we have them like this, a small trick is to, the one you want to store the longest, add a little bit of olive oil to the top of the sauce. And then when we close this up and put it in the fridge, that will create a seal and it will last much longer. This will last you easy 3-4 months in the fridge. The open one, maybe 2.